David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Broncos will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose. Brought down at the 24. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Caught in the backfield, it's Claiborne. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. Quarterback on the keeper. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Open space at the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Demon Deacons trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
it himself. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Offense in an empty set. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Working the middle, it's complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Finds the tight end. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. At the 45 on his way. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Broncos.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hernandez. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now on the move. There he goes. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the 1st half, man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook, everything I have to use. I like all these.
The Demon Deacons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Claiborne. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the knee. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Defense looks as if it's coming. These corners backing off a bit. Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Demon Deeks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he tacks on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Going for it all. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Rushes on him. Makes the catch. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it behind the line. It's Claiborne. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Claiborne. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Fires left. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. Look, I think you've got to go somewhere else with that football. I mean, he just threw it right in to a bracketed receiver.
Yeah, I mean, double coverage, that's not the play you want to make. You want to find other avenues to make plays. Don't go for the guy with 2 on him. It seems pretty simple, but, man, a lot of times you have that go-to guy. That's the guy you want to force feed.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Got a man. It's Wagner. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Riley. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. On the field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down and run.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Buys a little time with his feet. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab. It's Wagner. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Takes the handoff. It's Sherrod. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The give on the option. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Quarterback keeper. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Gives it on the option. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Claiborne. Spins away from the defender. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Demon Deacons in the hurry-up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice when you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone. Everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Moving away from pressure. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments of big games like that, late in this game on 3rd down, and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
Fires into the end zone. Makes the catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Got the back over the middle. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on! All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Sherrod. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Broncos inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Turns on the Jets. Slippery slide.